Welcome to Prime Testimony Channel. My name is Ato Brentishan, your host. The last time I promised you that we'll have part 3 of the topic, the precious young lady's face. I'm fortunate today to assemble a bevy of beautiful ladies, 5 in number. I am blessed. I am blessed. Among them are 2 married women and 3 unmarried women. And we are going to look at this topic. In actual fact, we are going to digest it into details. But we'll begin with self-introduction, beginning from my immediate right.
I'm Patience Edikra.
And I am Angela Monica Elia Mensa.
I'm also Deborah Dente.
Okay, I'm Esther Kamon. And I'm Rekia Tufuseni.
All right. Ladies, you are all welcome.
Thank you.
We will begin from where we ended the part 2. African ladies, I have a concern, and my question is that why is it that even women that are married, why do they find it difficult to ask for sex from their husbands, their legitimate husbands?
Okay, I want to start. The perception we the married women have is, if you ask, it will be like you are a spoiled girl. Maybe you've been doing it for a very long time. Even when you were unmarried, that was your way of life. So you always want to keep it to give the man the impression that, oh, my wife is not that type. She's not that sex type unless I come in before. Yeah, that's why sometimes, even if we are in need of it, we don't want to.
I see. But you enjoy it.
We enjoy doing it. But to create the impression that we are spoiled.
I see.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you for sharing your views. Yes, Esther, let's hear from you.
All right. From my perspective, based on our culture, we usually think it's a man who is supposed to approach a lady in terms of all these stuff. So if you as a lady, you approach the man with that thing, usually the man may think you are cheap, or maybe you've been doing that thing with others. So sometimes we just feel shy approaching them for sex. Not that, maybe we may be in the mood, but sometimes we just have to reserve ourselves just to...
I see. Is that the general perspective then?
No.
What's your view about this?
I'm unmarried though.
Yes.
I want to share my
Share.
so based on the experience.
Share.
But to buttress their points, I think that it's solely because of the environment we find ourselves in.
Okay.
Even the Bible says that the man is the head of the house. So, quote and unquote, we think that or feel that if a man initiates that all the time, the men will feel like in the marriage.
I see.
Yeah, that is why we allow them to initiate all the time.
I see. Okay, go ahead.
Personally,
All right.
I don't support that.
Okay,
If
all right.
I get married now, I will initiate.
Then what about if you don't get married?
I'll get married.
But will you do it while you're not married? Yes,
Well,
I'm asking because I want the pastor to listen to us, but that's just by the way. All right, thank you very much. Let's hear from you, then right here and
Okay, from my view, it's not easy for a lady requesting sex from your husband, because most of the husbands, they think I'm tired, I'm going to working for you, bringing money. African husbands, bringing money home, and the same time I'll come home, I want to have my rest, you'll be disturbing me with sex. So at times the ladies too, we feel like if you are tired, sleep. And for me to also sleep. That's why we don't normally disturb them.
I see. And the men day by day, they are crying within. Ladies are going to see pastor to pray for them. But if you are not able to approach them, when they also go out, let's hear the view of Raquel.
Oh, okay. Angela, I think seconding what my sister said, it's the culture that we grew up in, whereby we don't show public affection. Unlike the foreign countries whereby you see some things outside and women are empowered to be bold, to voice out things. It's now that we are even having equality
in Ghana whereby a woman can speak out. How much more when it comes to sex? In olden days, women can speak out. As my sister Angie said, he's the head, so whatever he initiates is what goes. The lady does not have any right to initiate anything. So I think that even though things and times are changing, that is still affecting women today.
Right. So I'm putting this question across. Any of you can address it. So women be right if they say that it's because of your attitude based upon this cultural background. That is why they are going for side chicks. And then you also crying. Yes.
They wouldn't be right if they say that.
They wouldn't be right.
In that, it's high time we start learning that we need to communicate before we enter into marriage.
Okay.
You tell the gentleman what you want, he tells you what he wants.
Right.
Therefore, it's not only about you telling the man that, young man, I am horny, so I want sex. No. There are a lot of means of communicating. You can start by caressing and all of that, then you will need to work with. So for me, we won't accept when we say that it's because of that they go out
Okay.
beside you.
Okay, but I'm coming right here. But I understand some of the Christian men are not romantic at all.
Yes.
Some of them, instead of maybe starting the conversation before they come, they will just come.
Lie down.
Lie down. And some of them, they won't even wash their fingers, they will just jump like a whale.
Start eating.
Maybe they are personal hygiene.
That's not hygiene. Hey, but we still have some men who don't like bathing.
Sure, during the Ramadan season, we don't bath.
And some of them also don't bath. I'm talking about the men now. Right here, you wanted to share your
With the issue about the side chick, where was she born? What mindset or what training does she have? Just as the married woman cannot initiate sex, most side chicks cannot also initiate sex, unless the prostitutes.
Are you sure?
Sorry to say. But then I think with them, they have experience, they're just like a guy who is a womanizer. He has gathered experience on how to please women. So any kind of woman he picks, he knows how to please the lady.
But I'm not interrupting. Don't you think that there are some men, they are not womanizers, but they've also learned how to treat women right?
Okay, yes.
They are men like that. Okay, all right. You are listening to Prime Testimony Channel. I'm so British, and we are having this juicy discussion here. And let's keep watching and let's hear what our ladies say. Okay, let's look at employment. Young ladies looking for employment these days. What are some of the challenges?
Okay.
You are done with education, you need a job. Yes, Esther?
Okay, some of the challenges we face as ladies when we're looking for employment. Usually it's about having sex with maybe our employers before the employers. Sometimes you just don't have any option than to have sex with a person because you are desperate for the work.
But is it the woman that give it to them or the men that request for it?
The men, sometimes, yeah, they request for it. Maybe you send your documents applying for the job, and later the person will call you, okay, I've seen everything, blah, 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 but if you can use what you have to get what you want, I think it will be okay. Or sometimes probably you get to the house and the person may call you, I want to see you. But when you go, you two, you're desperate for the work. So it's either you use it, you use yourself for the job, or you sit home. And sometimes being in the house, you even get frustrated. So in the morning you see everybody going to work and you'll be home all day. Sometimes family pressure, people asking you, and that kind of thing. Sometimes you just have to give in so that at least you get a job.
It's not easy. Alright, so let's hear your stories.
Sometimes,
Not necessarily your story, but what you hear.
sometimes most of the ladies have it in mind that if I want to dress to attract the interview that I'm going, so that when I go, by all means, I'll get somebody there. So instead of her to learn or the interview, she should go to the channel of that company to learn about them. She won't. she'll just make the mind that I'm dressing to go and catch somebody there. Meanwhile, the person there is not in mind that no, because I want to date this lady. But the dressing that the lady will show over there will draw the man attention to know this lady. If I do this to her, at times most of the ladies, they will keep themselves to the mind, but they don't get the job, and they will be spreading them.
It's a double loss.
Yes.
That's it. All right.
Okay, I would like to touch on the gender inequality factor
Okay.
of the pressures that we go through. So we'll see that we'll have a position like a managing director
Okay.
in a very prestigious firm.
Yeah.
But then, this lady in question has all the qualifications to fit in. All they will say is that because you're a lady, you wouldn't be able to match up to the task that they are expecting.
So do people still hold this view?
Exactly, people do. People do a lot of times. So the person will just, with all the first class and the best students in the year group and all of that, the person will just be seated in the house or settle for less. Yeah.
But some have some, I mean, there is this assertion that women are their own enemies. And sometimes it is the women themselves that will sometimes bring people down. They say, okay, me, I don't want a woman boss.
Okay, I'm speaking from the point where our CEO or our employer is a male.
Is that fair? Okay,
It's
all
a
right.
male.
All right. Thank you very much. Any other viewpoint?
I also want to add, and I will buttress my sister Esther concerning the sexual issues. Sometimes it is not easy. It is very tempting. You've gone for an interview and you are wishing for this job. You know this job is your dream job, but then the manager will come out and say, "Give me this," and then also give you the job. And sometimes you don't take care, you give in because you need the job very well. Yeah, so I think this sexual harassment has been an issue for us as young ladies and with our career. Yes, that's what I also think.
All right. Let's look at this one. We were all mates. We are all done with school. Today, this one is having a wedding, engagement, christening, and all these things. Is there any pressure anywhere from any quarters? Being it family, friends? How do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, yes, please. The pressure is there, but you yourself, you have to take it in mind that this is what I want to do. So don't let the family pressure, the working pressure, because it may be even your workplace, they will be pressuring you. When are you going to marry? Especially when you are in Christian organization, they will be pressuring, when are you going to marry? All kind of issues. But don't take that pressure. You yourself, you know what you're doing, what you want to do it for yourself. So I think yourself, you know what will help you. So don't take somebody's pressure and say, today I'm going to marry. Meanwhile, you are going into the marriage. He is not going with you.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, you've given solutions to the pressure. But let us first understand the kind of pressure that they give.
It's really true. Very true. We go through a lot of pressure, especially when it comes to work. All of you have completed school, like he said, and some are working, others are not working. Your parents can be like, especially if your parents are illiterate, you'll be like, is it that your results, you didn't get good results or something? Didn't all of you go to the same school? Didn't this? So why is she working, especially when you are both females? At least even when you are the opposite sex, it's even better. But when you are both females and the other person, it seems as if the other person is going ahead of you. Your family begins to now pressure you, whether maybe you did something wrong or you are not doing something right. And because of that, even when you're even coming to eat, and you're not going for a job, all you know is eating.
Oh, so sometimes they can insult you for.
Oh, my God. So you'll be watching TV. You'll be watching, no, I'm saying, you'll be watching television and open up the telly. You know how my light bill costs?
Huh?
Because you're watching.
You are saying that the parents can come and put the television off
just
and question you because you've not got.
You know how much light bill costs? You are piling bills. You pay bills. So when it comes to those sectors, family even in those areas, family even give us more pressure than even the friends that are even doing better, and even yourself. Okay, and then what the worst part is when it comes to marriage. When your friends have married and you are not married,
and be like, every day they're in the room, how can you get someone to marry you? Like they say a lot of things. They forget that you yourself, you are hurting with him. I seen a friend being married or a friend working and me not having those things. Already there's that mental pressure on me. I feel so sad that I haven't gotten what they have. And then the family also add up. So I think sometimes even cause ladies to even commit suicide.
Esther is full of smiles. Looks as if you have something to share.
I would say the pressure, most of the pressure, it's not coming from the family. Me, I see it's like our working environment and our friends. Because like your friend can even, WhatsApp status. She may not be communicating to you, but like the start and the sort of words that the person may use there, you see that like the person is talking to you indirectly, and you're not ladies.
Is that so?
Yes.
I said big visa.
Yes. And recently I have an issue. I had a friend who is a midwife. She had an issue at the workplace, and the supervisor told her it led to some small quarrels and all those stuff. What the supervisor said was, won't you be humble and look for a husband than to doing all those stuff? So you see, it's not coming from the family. Your family is always there for you, irrespective of you getting married.
It depends upon the family.
Yeah. But most of the pressure comes from friends in our working environment.
So we have friends, we have family, and colleagues.
Yes.
Yeah. What are some of the unsavory or unpleasant things that sometimes they can tell the young lady who is not gotten a job?
So it all boils down to our society. Again, boils down back to our society. Where, because of where we are growing up, someone can tell you that you're now worried. And for now,
oh, your police are ready to
get married. Yeah. And then we ourselves, we are pressuring ourselves. Instead of us to focus and then pray, most of us are being brought up in a very staunch Christian home. But then we forget, we just lose sight of that moral thing and then follow the pressures that, like Esther mentioned, on social media, then we tend to put pressure on ourselves. If someone states that my husband is lovely, look how love is beautiful, how does that concern me? My work is beautiful. I also tell you my work is beautiful. See this beautiful baby, see this sick person that I help to heal. You see, we need to get other things to be motivating us.
We need to get other things to be motivating us.
I also want to share something. This is based on experience. I remember when I was not married, and that particular was 2020. That particular year, beginning of the year, people came to me and was like, "Hey, you are wasting time. You have to get married. You are wasting time. You have to get." In fact, I felt very bad. I felt very bad. And that same year, my father also called me and sat me down. And what he said was, "You are getting old." In fact, it was. So when I met my husband, the pressure was too much. So we didn't even date for more than a year. We had to get married. Yes. So the pressure coming from home and from our work environment is too much. And we beg our families and our friends to just take time. We should just calm down. Marriage is a long-term yes. So it shouldn't be something you have to pressure people to go into it. Yeah. So we are pleading with our parents and our friends to just take time. Yeah.
The precious young ladies face. Should we force them into marriages? Should we castigate them to find jobs by hook or crook? Should we look down on them or make them uncomfortable? We are still looking at precious young ladies face. Catch us in part 4. My name is Atom Brentishan. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.